Multiplying a series of integers. This is a digital lesson, and it teaches students how to find the answer of their product when they're multiplying several factors that are positive and negative. So they're going to start with this slide, and it has students just counting how many negative factors in these multiplication series. The answers are already here. So students are just going to type in the first one, there's 2 negative factors, then 3, then 4, and then 5. And you want the students to look and see if they can find a pattern. What do they notice about the sign of their product when there's an even number of negative factors? And what do they notice about the sign of their product when there's an odd number of negative factors? And that should lead them into the next slide. So they're going to type in, when there is an even number of negative factors, the product is going to be positive. And they just type in positive. When there's an odd number of negative factors, the product is going to be negative. And that'll help them with the next few slides. So here, all they're doing is typing in positive or negative. So they're going to count the negative factors. If it's an odd number, they're going to type in negative. If there's an even number, they're going to type in positive. So when it gets down to these last three, then there's a mix of positive and negative. So they have to be careful counting. The next slide, they're going to solve each problem. So they've got to actually do the multiplication. And then they want to check their answer by counting the number of negative factors and see if their sign is correct. When they get to slide 6, now they're going to do some drag and drop. So they're just going to move these terms by clicking and holding on the edge and move them into the correct place in the sentence frames. The final slide has a riddle, and students are going to solve that by first solving each of these multiplication problems. They're going to find their answer down here, and they're going to type the letter that's next to each problem. And they should solve the riddle, why did the student do multiplication problems on the floor? So this is a fun lesson for the students, multiplying a series of integers.